pre-Morecambe at home. Mark, how do you keep the run going?
We just got to keep focused on what we're doing, and we've got to keep training hard. We've got to keep preparing properly and making sure that we start the game in the manner that we've finished the other two.
And is there anything to be done differently to transfer what you've done in those 2 away games back to the new lawn?
No, we have to play the same. We have to try and strive to get the first goal. We have to try and be the team that starts the game well and takes the game to the other team. We certainly have to do that, and we're better when we do that. And we have to be committed. And you know, there's been a lot said about the atmosphere at home games. Yeah, it could be better, but I think it's our job as well to try and help that and be really on the front foot.
Do you feel the players and the team, if you like, everyone has a point to prove after what happened at home to Newport?
No, we've gone away and won two games, and that's long gone in our memory and in our minds. Newport, we're now just concentrating on Morecambe.
Can you feel a bit of confidence becoming more robust within the group at the moment, as you know, things have obviously taken an upturn?
Yeah, I think with results there always comes that added spring in the step and the added perceived confidence, but that only lasts 10 minutes if you concede an early goal. You're back to square one. So we have to, like I say, we have to strive to get on the front foot, and we have to strive to be the team that takes the game to Morecambe. We're at home, and we have to try and create that real atmosphere.
Is it becoming harder to make changes, the team? Is it almost beginning to pick itself a little bit?
Yeah, we don't want to make changes. That's, the only time we want to make changes if we need to rest somebody, or they're struggling with an injury. So, yeah, we want to keep a settled team if we can. Certainly gives you a better chance to get consistent run of performances and more results.
And how pleased have you been with the way that players who've come in to the centre of the park have stepped up, if you like, after Liam Noble left the club? Because obviously that could have been a big gap for you, but at the moment people are filling those places and making them their own.
Yeah, I think you can tell by the less amount of questions I'm asked about that player, because we're obviously doing something right. If we'd have been losing games, it'd have been why, question after question about Liam, but we're not. We're playing well and we're winning games. And I go back to what I've said over the last sort of week or so. The last 6 games, we've played really well in 5 and played badly in 1. And we have to keep continuing that vein of form.
Morecambe are obviously just above you in the table. How do you take the pressure off the players and just make sure that they play, I suppose, the game in front of them?
There is no pressure. There is no pressure on us. We've just got to go and play. We have to be determined, we have to be organised, we have to be enthusiastic, and we have to play our game, and we have to do everything that we've done in the last 2 games. And a big fact has been we've had a little bit of luck as well. If you continue getting a little bit of luck, which you've not had a lot this season, and we eradicate those silly individual mistakes, which we started to do, then you have a chance to win games.
Is there a case they've been making their own luck?
Of course, yeah. The harder you work, the luckier you get, they say. We've certainly worked hard. There's not many times this season I can label the sort of phrase that they haven't worked hard at them. But we're working hard off the pitch, staff, players, everybody is trying to do everything we can to turn stuff around, and the players are getting their rewards as well.
You said no pressure on the players ahead of Morecambe. Might there be a bit of pressure on the opposition coming in, because they'll have seen your recent results?
I think it's all this pressure. It's overrated. It's purely and simply, for me, it's on the day. I won't look past Morecambe. I refuse to. And I think if you do, you lose sight of where you're trying to get to. So I'm sure Morecambe will come here, look at our home record and fancy their chances. So we focused fully on what we have to do. We know Morecambe's strengths and weaknesses. They do a remarkable job on a small budget up there, and they do well to keep their team in the league every year, and they've done really well. So we'll have to be our best to get anything.
Injuries? Anyone coming back into the squad available?
Manny be in the squad, and that's it.
But useful to have him back and obviously play for the reserves midweek.